Hey guys, Colin here, and wanted to talk about XRP. Wanted to give an XRP update now. First, let's enlarge this so that we can look at the big picture. It's always important to zoom out and see where you are in the big picture. Now, as we said before, once we got out of this box, the worst was over. The, the worst was over. Okay, so now that we've done that, sorry about that, guys, that was my daughter. Um, so now we broke out of that, of course, it made a massive move up. I mean, this was really too much to sustain in one go, because we're talking about breaking out of this massive resistance that was, let's see, okay, if we draw a horizontal line here, there were a couple things that happened all at once. One, we broke out of this major resistance area, right? We broke out of this, which is what we had been under for, call it 3 years, practically 3 years. We broke out of this horizontal resistance right here. Then we broke through this level of resistance as well, which was at the 0.23 Fibonacci level from the all-time high. We broke through that. We broke through the 0.382 level. We broke through 1, 2, 3. We broke through like 3 resistance levels all at once in a single week, guys. Right? That was a big deal. And then the very next week, again, we broke through a 4th. And we pierced through a 5th. And so we're talking about 5 resistance levels we pretty much broke through in 2 weeks, right? So it was no surprise that we ended up coming screaming back down here. Okay, got our support above this level, which was very good. Now we've come back up in here, and now we've started to stay inside of this box. Of course, we pierced down, and we want to see XRP, same thing. We want to see some consolidation in here. This would be ideal. This would be preferable, right? So far we are. I mean, last week we came down to this level, and we came back up and held support. Closed above here. Now we've come back down again to retest it, and as you can see, we pierced through it. But we have not closed below this level. And of course, we still have 1 day and 12 hours remaining in this weekly candle, right? So we want to see XRP hold support here, right? We want to see it hold support above this level. So we're going to be looking out for that. That will be a bigger sign, a bigger show of strength for XRP to consolidate in this area. If we go beneath here a little bit, then again we'd be looking at being held up around this level, around $1.10, if we happen to go even that low. Not saying we will, but again, it's important to present all scenarios. The 103 to 110 kind of area looks like it may be our biggest area of support at this point if we break below this 0.38 Fibonacci level. But let's watch and see what happens, how this candle closes. This is what's most important. We want to see how this candle closes. Okay, we still have another day and 12 hours to go. So that's what's happening with XRP for a lot of you. Matter of fact, if you watched my last XRP video, you would have noticed that I said on the weekly stochastic, right, I did say that the only thing that I did not like, which was in the short term, was the cross down that we had on the weekly stochastic, right? I said we did have a cross down here, which I wasn't that crazy about. And sure enough, over the last week and a half, that cross down has really played out to be a reduction, right, from $1.73 to as low as $1.20. But like I said, guys, all in all, we're still very bullish. We are, pretty much, we've come up above the 0.382 level. We're trying to gain support here, and once we see some sideways movement, some consolidation, then XRP will continue its move upwards. So that's what we're looking at for XRP, guys. Okay. Ultimately, on the MACD, we're still bullish. The stochastic, we're starting to see a little curve here, so hopefully that means that maybe it'll turn and cross back up and start to move back up. That would be very good. And again, look at the bearish divergence here, right? And this again was on the weekly. We had this move up from this candle. We came down. We came back up almost to the same height, and we posted a lower high. So we had divergence right here, guys. All right, we had, let me draw it for you. We had divergence right here. All right, so that was divergence right here on the, take this line off, on the RSI. Right, so that was our bearish divergence, which again cued us to say, look, at least for the short term, we are going to have a bit of a dip. Okay, so that's what's going on with XRP. Again, like I said, for those that have been holding for 3 years, the worst was over. You're not going to have to wait another 3 years, nowhere near it, to see XRP continue back up to its all-time high and then eventually break its all-time high and go higher, right? So if we were to do that, and we can talk really about price projections in that case. I know people are calling for $589, all kinds of things. I like to keep it very simple. If it does, that would be an amazing bonus. But for me, I know that a general pattern that I see is, for one, we get back to the all-time high, which is $3.25 at this point. And then normally from there, we will go up another 300%. This is generally what you see coins do. I mean, think about it. Look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin right now is having a hard time breaking through, right? 300% on its all-time high, which was 20,000. 20,000 times 3 is 60,000. That is exactly where Bitcoin is having all of this trouble. XRP. To get there, $3, call it $3.30. So 300%, we're looking at a $10 XRP. A $10 XRP is quite fine with me. I know that everybody's, talking about it going to $1,000 and all that in this bull run. For me, I am happy to see an $8 to $10 XRP. I am quite fine with that, guys. I will be taking my profits. And when we enter the bear market, then I will be buying it back. Okay? But of course, I always will hold on to some, because just in case XRP goes berserk for some reason, whatever it might be, I'm still going to be holding some XRP. So, I'm not going to be selling all of it. But anyway, just going through that for you guys. This was our analysis on XRP. Just keeping it simple, keeping a broad outlook. And we'll go from there. Stay tuned, everybody. We got some more analyses coming.